We're back. Time for another edition of the Carolina Insider. It is a social drive. Adam will take us through, well, we both will, but Adam's got the wheel. Take us through some fun Tar Heel topics on social media. Let's start with Carolina basketball. Adam, this is worlds colliding on this one. Okay, if you're an audio podcast listener, you know Adam and I like to discuss halftime acts. And I mean this, Adam, I'm not sure one of the top out there is the Amazing Slotic. Now, have you ever seen the Amazing Slotic? He stacks chairs and does handstands on them.
We're actually going to do it now, Joe. Put your chair right there.
All right, so we've got some video of this. It's kind of zoomed out, but the Amazing, there's a good look at the Amazing Slotic in action. So there he is. He's in Cleveland. He's there at center court. He's stacking his chairs. Now, you may see down there at the bottom of the screen, that's former Tar Heel Danny Green kind of goofing around. Whoa. Chucked up a half-court shot that bounced, almost went and hit the chairs, Adam, which would have been disastrous.
We were moments away from disaster in so many different ways. Look, we know Danny Green had no ill intentions.
No, yeah, of course.
That is not Danny Green. I'm sure he thought he wouldn't make it because he's Danny Green.
Oh, yeah, good save. But
Slotic, a true pro, though, earning the amazing moniker, doesn't drop a single chair.
And of course, it all turned out just fine. Look at those two handsome gentlemen. And it turns out they're both from North Babylon.
That's why they had that connection. Slotic knew Danny Green would get there to intercept the ball before it caused any problems. Danny Green knew, of course, Slotic could handle this. We didn't see the Amazing Slotic this season.
No, I hadn't seen him recently. Need to get him back.
I miss him.
Yeah.
One of the few halftime acts who has amazing in their name and is actually amazing.
Is amazing. Maybe we could potentially see him with the Tar Heels at the Final Four this upcoming season. That'd be great news for everybody. One time that the Tar Heels have been in the Final Four recently was 2017. That one turned out just fine. And Adam, the old team intros, these have gotten even more exciting through the years. And the old team intro from the 17 Final Four found its way online this week. Good to see some of those. What a trip down memory lane. Pretty good team there.
I don't know why this made me so happy, but just seeing these guys back together, they're having fun. Theo's being Theo. Isaiah Hicks, remember those guys?
Yeah, remember those guys?
Isaiah Hicks.
Well, we get a great Roy Williams shot here in just a second where it's coming up where Coach Williams is on stage. There it is. What was Coach Williams even doing? But what a great year. Of course, Carolina would go on to win the national title, defeating Oregon and then Gonzaga in that particular Final Four. So good to see those guys. A lot of great players on that team, a lot of great players through the years in Carolina basketball. Adam, here's a bunch of really good players in one photo. James Worthy sending out that picture. Of course, that's Michael Jordan and Walter Davis. I mean, Adam, Ken Cleary counted up. In this photo, you've got 9 NBA championships, 7 final MVPs, 27 All-Star game appearances, and a pair of rookies of the year in the NBA as well. Pretty accomplished trio there.
And almost certain you could see those 3 guys playing pickup at Carmichael in like early 80s all on the same court together.
Speaking of a dangerous trio, Carolina, of course, with this trio in 1995, the core of a Final Four team, the youngsters, McGinnis, Wallace, Stackhouse, and here's a surprisingly young-looking 𝗖𝗍𝗶𝗃 talking to the trio after a big win in Atlanta in 1995.
What's it like playing with these two right here?
Well, it's great. You know, you got 2 leapers, and anytime you throw it in the rim, they're going to get it, so it feels good.
You look at your basketball team, Jerry, I'll tell you the one thing about them. They also do it defensively. Are you guys getting tired with all the minutes you're playing, though?
Of course, we have a little fatigue, but I think we've been doing a good job of trying to condition during the season. I mean, we did a good job in the preseason, but I think we're still conditioning now, and hopefully we'll be able to, have a good win in the final stretch.
Well, I want to thank you 3 for joining us. I'm always seeing you, Rasheed. It seems every game you guys find a way to win. You can go to the locker room now, enjoy it. Another big win for the Tar Heels.
You didn't even get to hear from Sheed there. He had 27 points on 12 of 14 shooting in the game. So, but that doesn't earn you a quick chat with 𝗖𝗍𝗶𝗃. Sorry.
Both teams played hard, my man.
From the men to the women. Of course, there's constant construction and upgrades. That's part of college athletics now. And women's basketball just seeing their new locker room for the first time. And Adam, pretty impressive.
Looks just like the pod locker room.
Yeah, Adam and I have to go in pre-pod. We get loose, we hang up our coats and things like that, get freshened up, ready to go.
It's got a Lenovo storage cabinet where you can put your Lenovo when you're not getting facts and stats off of there, which is rare.
Yeah, that's never. So congratulations to the ladies. New good-looking locker room for them. All right, let's go from basketball to football. And Adam, not just one of the all-time great players at Carolina, I think an all-time fan favorite at Carolina, Geo Bernard announcing this past week his retirement from football. Played in the NFL for a decade with a couple different teams, the Bucks and the Bengals most notably. And hard not to see Geo and just have a little smile come to your face.
It just doesn't seem possible that Gio's not going to be playing football. I think, though, what he might have done is retire, just go ahead and get it out of the way, because he thinks he might be up for a potty.
Oh, that's right. He was on the audio pod earlier this year. He's a hard man to track down, but we got him on there. A great interview from him. This is actually a neat post as well. This is from Geo's wife, 𝗬𝗏. They've been together since his time in Chapel Hill, and it will give you the quick Cliff Notes version there. Basically, Geo would never look at 𝗬𝗏 when he was walking off the field, but she said when he was going to retire, she wanted him to do that so she would know, and apparently walking off the field after this particular game, he did that, and Adam, that tipped her off that it may be coming.
This was an actual heartwarming social media post.
Yeah.
It didn't make you feel terrible about yourself or society as a whole. I like that, 𝗬𝗏. Thank you.
Something else that'll make you feel good is all the money that Mac Brown has helped raise for a terrific cause. So Coach Brown's still working with a charity in Austin with No Big Deal, Jack Ingram, country music star, and Matthew McConaughey. Adam, they've now worked for 11 years on this charity. $30 million plus for charity in the Austin area. That's Garth Brooks, of course, there, and he was part of the event this year. I mean, wild. That's a huge amount of money.
With some major A-listers. I mean, you're bringing in Garth Brooks as just kind of your side talent. Matthew McConaughey's your name guy, and folks come from all over to go to that. And of course, Coach Brown flies back to Austin to be part of it. And why wouldn't you with such great cause and great folks involved?
So congrats. I mean, $30 million plus in 11 years, an amazing total. So congratulations, Coach Brown. Let's go from football to football. Chelsea and Wrexham, Adam, going to play in Keenan Stadium in July. Would you like a ticket? Too bad, baby. It is sold out, Adam. This went quickly. A couple days, Keenan Stadium sold out for this event.
I've started watching the Wrexham TV show. It's really good. It is making me more excited about this. If only I had tickets, maybe Jones will give me some of his.
But Adam, that's not the only Tar Heel that's involved in some soccer action this week.
That's right, Jones. 𝗬𝗏 also involved. And look, she's not just going to play as she used to play when she was the leading scorer on Carolina's 2012 NCAA championship team, of course. 𝗬𝗏 now married to J.J. Watt, who you might know from his NFL exploits. That couple just going to go out and buy themselves a football club, Jones. Burnley Football Club. They've been around since 1882. 𝗬𝗏 going to be involved in growing the women's side of that football club, and they're on their way to the Premier League. So probably a successful investment for those two who need something good to happen to them.
All right, let's finish things up with baseball. And I feel like we can show you like amazing catches every single week here on the Social Drive, and more to do this week. We'll start with 𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏. This was in a game
scoring the top of the first.
UNCW recently in the midweek. We've seen so many great catches from the Tar Heel outfield. A lot of them been taking away homers. This doesn't take away a homer, Adam, but still a pretty good grab.
That's a ridiculous catch, and the analytics numbers on that make it even better. Route efficiency was like 98%, which means it's basically impossible to do it better than that. And then this week, Jackson Vanderbrake playing second base, going back over the shoulder to catch the pop fly into shallow right. Jackson Vanderbrake earns himself a spot on ESPN's top 10 plays where the Tar Heels are regular features.
All right, we'll finish up quickly by showing you a couple of strikeouts from another former Tar Heel, Cooper Criswell with the Durham Bulls. He's been bouncing back and forth between the pros and AAA. Is with the Bulls, recently had 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts in a matchup with Memphis earlier this week. So congratulations to Cooper as he continues to have a successful professional career. And we have had a successful Social Drive. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time on the Carolina Insider.